why you need a shit happens fund, right? Everybody out there, everybody on this planet should have a shit happens fund, because you know what? Shit is going to happen, right? Things are just gonna happen from time to time. Your car might break down. You need a shit happens fund. You know, you might need a new transmission, $1,000, man. That's why you need a shit happens fund. You know, you might have a house, the roof caves in, need to replace your roof, need a shit happens fund. Or all of a sudden, you need some dental work, right? You might need to get some molars pulled or something like that. You don't have insurance anymore. You're gonna need to tap into your shit happens fund. That's why it's so critical that everybody have money set aside in case shit happens. Because guess what? Shit will happen, right? Things will happen in life. It happens to all of us. Don't think like, oh, I have bad luck, man. My car broke down again. Right? I have several cars now, and each one of them is breaking down at different times. Speaking of which, I'm in my Range Rover right now, right? Okay, I'm in my Range Rover, and this is made by Land Rover. And you know what? A lot of you guys have accused me, or no, accused the car of being unreliable. You're like, oh, get rid of that piece of garbage. It's so unreliable, and you must have a tow truck following you around. And let me tell you, this Range Rover has been, hands down, and I've owned hundreds of cars, guys, throughout my life. This car has hands down been, and I'm saying this with a straight face, this car has hands down been the most reliable car that I have ever owned in my entire life. It has never left me on the side of the road once. I have never had a check engine light. Nothing has ever gone wrong with this car other than basic maintenance. That's all I've done to it, but nothing crazy. No electronic gremlins, no transmission issues, nothing like that. It's been a solid, phenomenal car that all I've had to do is change the oil, do the regular maintenance. It's been phenomenal. And I have, I've been driving this everywhere. I've got about 86,000 miles on this car. Nothing's gone wrong, guys. Nothing. So all you Land Rover, Range Rover haters, hey, you know what? I haven't needed to tap into the shit happens fund to fix this car because nothing's happened. I have a beater car, right? I have a beater car that I take my dogs out in. Here goes Cash, he's sleeping. I got them a beater car, and that car, which is supposed to be reliable, is constantly breaking down, right? Constantly breaking down. It's supposed to be reliable, constantly breaking down, right? Yet my Range Rover, this car is like constantly saving me. Whenever any of my other cars are in the shop, this car constantly saves me. Haven't need to tap into any fund to keep this car running other than just put gas in it. I mean, that's my only complaint is it doesn't really guzzle a lot of gas like you would think it does. It's actually pretty good on the highway and even through the city. It doesn't eat a whole lot of gas, but then again, I'm used to Corvettes and you know, big V8s anyway. This is a V8. But cost-wise, it's kind of expensive because I have to put premium. I have to put premium gas in this, and to fill it up is like $80+, like $85 per fill up. So it's not cheap. And depending on how much gas goes up, I mean, there were times where gas was pretty high a couple of years ago, and I was putting in $100 for a fill up, right? Because it eats premium gas. You can't put in regular. But the problem is people who buy these cars will end up like buying them, never servicing them, driving them rough, you know, just completely thrashing them. And then when they break down, they're like, oh, it's so unreliable. And it's like, no, dude, it's not. You just got to service it. You got to take care of it. A little secret I always tell guys with it when it comes to luxury cars, like especially with this one, is you want to, when you start it in the morning, you want to give it time to warm up. So don't just start it and take off. You want to give it time to warm up before you just like, you know, take off. So I usually will start it in the morning and I'll let it warm up for about like at least 10 minutes and sometimes 15 minutes. And then I'll take off. And that will generally give the engine, it will let it warm up. So you're not just taking off cold, right? Because it's got I believe it's got an aluminum block, so you want to be careful with that. But hey, this car's never left me on the side of the road, and look at this. Not a single check engine light. That's my seatbelt light. Not a single check engine light anywhere, right? It's the most phenomenal car ever, and I have no problem buying another one. You know, and when I researched this car, when I was looking at customer reviews, everybody was like, nope, don't buy it, you'll regret it. You'll regret it, man. Don't buy that Range Rover, you'll regret it. And guess what? I don't regret it. And I will buy another one at some point. I don't like the new ones. I don't like the newer ones. I really don't like the newer ones. It might be a more recent one, but I don't like the newer ones. I love this body style. I love these just kind of like high bolster seats. And I love the way this drives. I've test drove the new ones. It's like, yeah, it has more gadgets, but I don't really care for it. I like this car. I like it just because it's like, it's more rugged like that. And obviously I could afford a fleet of the brand new ones, but I just don't like it. What can I say? I don't like it. But anyway, getting back to the coaching video. Sorry, I went off on that tangent defending my Range Rover. But yeah, so you need to have a shit happens fund, guys, because shit will happen when you least expect it, right? It always happens when you least expect it. And you want to have money set aside to be able to fix it. Whatever goes wrong, whether it's your health, your car, your house, right? You want to have money set aside for in case shit happens, right? And it doesn't really necessarily need to be in a bank so much. I mean, say you're struggling financially, if you have room on your credit card, that's good enough, right? Say you're still like, you know, you're still young and you're still trying to build up your fortune here. As long as you keep money aside on your credit card, you should always have at least $1,000, right? Kind of as a shit happens fund. Just have $1,000 sitting aside at all times in case you need it, right? It's not necessarily an emergency fund because that's something completely different. I'm talking about a shit happens fund, right? Because you'll just have these weird experiences in life where life throws you a curveball and you need some money. You might be just strolling along, think you got the most reliable car on the planet, and then all of a sudden, like, you know, it's not shifting gears anymore and you need a new clutch, right? New clutch, $1,000, right? Depending on what kind of car it is, probably more. You need to have money set aside for those times where you really need it, okay? And in a future video, coaching video, I'll talk about having an emergency fund set aside, creating an account where you have screw you money, right? You know, like screw you money, so you could leave your job if you hate your boss, if you hate that, you know, that 9-to-5 grind and you're sick of it and you want to take a break and you just want to go travel, or you want to just take off, take a break from life. You want to have some screw you money set aside so you could just leave. So that's all I really have to say for today's coaching video. You know, you need a shit happens fund, guys, especially if you got a car that is not under warranty, for example, or if you there's a part of your house that doesn't, you know, that is not covered by insurance. You're going to need to have money set aside. Or if you don't have insurance for your health, your medical, your dental, you're going to need that shit happens fund, right? Because you're going to need to come out of pocket for it. You're going to need to come out of pocket. And unfortunately, a lot of us don't create that fund until shit actually happens, right? Until you're on the side of the road, you're pushing your car, it has to sit in front of your house for the next like 4 weeks while you make the money to fix it, right? This is why you want to have that money set aside now. All right, so I'm gonna wrap up here. Until next time, this is Matt Cross from Alpha Male Secrets. Do not forget to smash that like button below. Also hit that notification bell right next to it so you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel, okay? Very, very important you guys subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed yet, because you are going to learn a ton, right? You're gonna learn a ton from this channel. So make sure you're subscribed as well. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill content even further, the best way to do that is by becoming a premium subscriber of my premium Alpha Male Secrets channel, which I am hosting on a private platform away from YouTube for obvious reasons. You guys who follow my Instagram and follow my posts, you see that YouTube is constantly demonetizing my videos. They've even flagged a few for like hate speech. I'm like, really? Really? Right? So I'm hosting my premium Alpha Male Secrets channel on a private platform away from YouTube where you could get signed up right now for for just $1, so it's just $1 for the entire first month of premium Alpha Male Secrets coaching lessons from me. And this is the absolute best way to support my work and support my content and support my channel and all of this red pill knowledge that you're learning here on my channel, right? So it's real easy to sign up. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you could get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds, so do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.